Streaming live every other Wednesday, my dude. This is Chillcast. Certified hood classic.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chillcast. Tim McGrich, host Zach Minyard, as always, joined by Review Your Life. Sly is missing at the moment. We don't know where he is. But as you know, there's been some controversy. We have a note from our shareholders. They asked me to read this before the show, just to kind of like put everything into a clarity. Last Thursday, Chillcast co-host D. Dubman of popular YouTube cartoon review and marijuana culture and advocacy channel Review Your Life made unsavory remarks to a new hire intern. Mr. Dubman approached our intern asking them if, quote, gray sweatsuit season started and they had, quote, a bubblicious backside with two-piece extra crispy thighs for extra dripping. Mr. Dub then asked if his pelvic area was Cuba in the Cold War because it was, quote, having a missile crisis. Mr. Dubman has refused to clarify whether that was a joke about his erectile dysfunction disorder. We here at Chillcast do not condone sexual harassment in any way, shape, or form. The remarks made by our cast member have left us and the nation in complete and utter shock and disgust, and we wish to clarify that these remarks were said in jest and are not meant to be taken seriously. They are meant to be taken as light jokes or flirting attempts. Though they do not excuse the actions, we hope to do better in the future. Mr. Adito, do you have any apologies you'd like to say to the public?
Zach, did you just riff all that? Like the fact that you didn't laugh throughout all of that is very impressive.
Thank you. Do you have anything? Do you have anything you want to say?
No, shut up. Where'd you find that? Where'd you?
I wrote it earlier.
Oh, dude, you're awesome, man. I'm very glad I didn't ruin that for you.
Do you like a bubblicious backside with two-piece extra
crispy
thighs for extra dripping?
I was gonna burst out laughing, dude. I was. I was like, what the fuck? This is great. I love this. Hey guys, welcome to Chillcast.
Welcome to Chillcast. Sly isn't here. We don't know where he is.
He'll pop up. He always does.
He's like Kramer. You know, he's gonna walk through the door and slam it.
Is that a picture of Jada Pinkett with fucking Chris Rock?
Yeah, because they were both in Madagascar.
Oh my fucking god, they were.
Right? I was looking for photos and I was like, oh wait, wasn't Jada Pinkett Gloria in Madagascar? And I was like, there has to be photos of them together. And there were. And it's so funny. I couldn't find one with all three of them, but I found one with Will and Chris and then one with Jada and Chris.
Look. All right. Let's go ahead and get the nitty.
Man. First of all, we know we're late, and everyone's fucking sick of hearing about this shit already.
So, like, we're not gonna add anything special to this, right?
No, I feel like everything that's been said has been said. You know what I mean? There's nothing else to add.
I more so want to talk about like the awful take that I've been seeing.
Okay.
Along with
which one?
Look. Fucking. All right. So. First things first, what are we addressing? What are we talking about?
We're talking about this kooky little moment that happened 2 weeks ago? Was it 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
So, this was like post-podcast.
Everything that we ever want to talk about happens post-podcast. Like day after usually, but this time it was weekend after. Some crazy shit happened at Hollywood's biggest night. Hollywood's biggest snooze fest. Oscars. The Oscars are an award show that no one gives a shit about. No one's given a shit about for the last 40 years. But something actually interesting happened at the Oscars.
I'll take it over.
Take it away.
So, as you guys know, nobody watches these fucking award shows, right?
Right.
However, as soon as this moment happened, that made people actually want to tune in. And I think that says a lot. I think that says a lot about what possibly going to happen within the next year or so with like these award shows. I think everybody's going to like try and make something fucking scripted happen.
A lot of people thought this was scripted when it first happened.
So like, yeah, I'm about to get into it.
Okay.
So we have two black men, right? And obviously everybody's rolling their eyes. Fucking, oh man, of course it's the two black men.
Oh,
that
black
fucking do
people,
this.
ew. That's what they all said.
Well, fucking don't touch me. But so two black men. One's named Will. One's named Chris.
You might have heard of them.
They are two. I would like to say, what are they? B-list celebrities?
Will Smith is definitely an A-list celebrity. Chris Rock is an A-list comedian, B-list celebrity. He's not super popular right now, but he definitely, he's a household name.
Two notable names, right?
Yes,
Chris Rock is hosting this shit. So, obviously,
well, he's not hosting it. He was giving out an award.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was being hosted by Amy Schumer and two other women.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Okay. So we have this guy named Chris presenting the award.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Chris riffs and those jokes from here to there. And usually everybody is able to take a comedian's jokes.
Yeah. This is a thing they do every award
this happens
show.
all the time.
Where he just kind of takes low shots at everybody.
Exactly. Everybody who's always in the front row of any award show, they always get the fucking hammer. And everybody who attends these award shows know if they sit up front, they will be called on, for at least a couple of jokes, right?
Right. Yeah.
Will Smith did not attend rehearsals for these jokes, so that's saying something. And along with that, a joke was told about Will Smith's spouse she also
has done some stuff in notoriety. She fucked Tupac Shakur. That was pretty cool.
Okay, let's not lessen her ability of acting.
She's been in a couple things and she's been on a talk show. She's been a talk show host for a little bit, I believe, right?
She was a very notable actor in the 90s.
Yes.
I would say she was for sure
Did she have a small music career?
Nah.
I thought she had a small, one or two features music career.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. She was just known as an actress, for all I know.
Yeah. So she's done some stuff. She's a notable actress.
They had some cool kids. If
they had the world's coolest children.
Yes, they have the world's coolest children.
Yeah.
So this spouse. So let me explain Will Smith's fucking life real quick in a good
sentence. I feel like this joke is not just a joke. There's a bunch of background.
There's so much
building up to it.
So many layers, right?
Yes.
There's so Will Smith is already in a pickle of being made fun of.
Yeah, he's everyone's favorite punching bag.
Yes.
Oh my god!
You're actually just in time. God. You're just in time. Sly, what do you know about Will Smith?
He's the freshest prince out there.
That is true.
Okay. I'll accept that answer. That was a really good answer. Will Smith has been memed to death after their dirty laundry has gotten out about their relationship.
No, it did not get out. They put it out themselves.
Oh, that's even better.
They had a come to Jesus and they filmed it of them both talking, and Jada Pinkett Smith's just you know what? Our marriage is boring and it's shit, and you don't satisfy me, and so I'm fucking around.
So it was leaked that fucking August Alsina and fucking Jada.
No, but she did say that to him on camera. She basically said that.
That eventually happened after everybody was hey, what's going on with them, and then they eventually did the whole fucking marriage counseling fucking video where it shows Will literally on the brink of a broken man's tears.
Yeah. For some reason they had to film this for the world to see.
So Will Smith is already looking goofy as it is, right?
Yeah.
But everybody kind of just abides by him because Will Smith's he's still a pretty cool guy. He doesn't do anything of
the Fresh Prince,
cancellation. Yeah, he's just a really nice guy, right?
He was in YouTube Rewind.
Yes. He was but yeah, Will Smith is a cool guy. As far as Jada Pinkett goes,
she's there.
She exists.
She's inoffensive. She's no one hates Jada Pinkett Smith up until this point.
That's okay. So leading into this, Jada Pinkett Smith is balding because of a condition that she has.
Alopecia or or something like
Yeah,
that.
Alopecia.
Alopecia.
Alopecia. Okay, gotcha. And that being said,
Mhm.
and let me preface this by saying that comedians don't give a shit if you have cancer, like at all. Like
No.
fucking like fucking like
That's
this
some
shit's been going
comedian
for, like,
shtick. Some comedians
like,
love
fucking, like,
making jokes about cancer.
there's some comedians that are like dying on stage and they will make a joke about it. Like fucking
Yeah,
like there's
yeah.
like but like as far as like things go, like this alopecia joke that Chris Rock tells is very much like it's on the nose and it was supposed to be just like written off. All right, cool. The joke was, hey, you're bald. Hey, you need to go into this movie where it also stars a co-star that's like bald.
Yeah,
That would be
G.I.
funny.
Jane.
G.I. Jane
and
2.
she shaves her head because she's in the army. That's
Yes,
that's the joke. First of all, it's not.
It was
it's not-
basically a you're bald joke.
Yeah, it's not even like a funny joke. I gotta say, it's not that funny, you know. But it's a joke. You know? I don't think it's that funny a joke. Like I thought it was corny, you know. But you know what? They can't all be hits, you know.
Okay, but that being said, Zach, does a person deserve to get like abused after
Hell
telling
no,
a
of
shitty
course
joke?
not,
Okay,
of course
all right,
not.
all right, cool. And like,
Whether
that's where
the
we're at,
joke
right?
was like the worst joke ever or the funniest joke of all time, that was not. He didn't deserve that. No.
Okay, so here's where we're at now. Now we have like two silver linings of like what is okay to be like whose side is it okay to be on, right? Because like
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying like, oh man, Will was like defending his wife, fucking like, yeah, that's super cool, that's super admirable. I would have done the same thing. And then we have other people who are like, wow, Chris Rock was like really like professional. He didn't hit him back. He kept
That
the
was
show
crazy.
going.
That was crazy.
Fucking like he ate that shit. Have you seen you see him like just like literally tasting the slap?
Yeah,
Like,
and he doesn't like there. You could tell there was like a moment where he was like, "I should say some more Jada Pinkett Smith jokes," and then he didn't. He was just like, "Wow, okay," you know. It was so calm, and I think
let's
you only
talk about
get that
the heightened moment of like what happened.
Okay.
Basically, Will Smith gets out of his chair after Jada Pinkett doesn't take the joke lightly.
No,
And,
first of all, I want to say that Will Smith was laughing, and
He
then
was
Jada
busting the
Pinkett,
gut.
Jada Pinkett rolled her eyes, and then Will Smith was laughing, and then the camera cuts back to Chris, and then Chris says, "Uh-oh," and Will Smith's fucking walking up there. So we don't get to see the moment where Will Smith decided that joke wasn't funny anymore. What the fuck are you whining about? My dog is whining. So we don't get to see the moment, but Will Smith's fucking charging up there. And
there's like several angles of the slap,
Yeah.
but no pictures taken of like the moment before the slap.
yeah,
which I
want to see. I want to see that.
I want to see that whole altercation of like when Will just like decided to get up. I want that camera angle super bad.
Yeah, but the funny, like you can see that Will is like walking up there, and Chris, they kind of know each other. Like they've talked a couple
They do
times.
know each other. Fucking,
And
like,
so
yeah, like-
Chris, he's walking up to Chris, and Chris is just like, "Uh-oh," and I don't know what he thought Will was gonna do, but I guess he thought like they were
No, it
gonna
could have been a
hug
Kanye
or
thing. It
Yeah.
could have been a Kanye thing where like he just takes the mic. He's like, "Hey, shut up!" Like you're on like some shit like that. Like it's Will Smith. Nobody expects Will Smith to like beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, he
right?
walks up and slaps the shit out of Chris Rock, and he didn't even slap him that hard. It was a weird slap.
It was an echo slap because of the microphone.
Yeah.
and fucking he walked away.
He had a good form, I will say.
Very good form. It was very much like a actor slap, and that's
Yeah.
why everybody thought it was fake at first.
Yeah.
However, what happens afterwards is when people's like fake radars like kind of go confused,
Right.
Because Will Smith says uncensored swears.
Well, they did
in the
bleep
open.
it. They did bleep it. They cut the audio completely for American viewers. We didn't
Did
have.
not know that. What then? Like, how is like every cut that I see like? Just
Well, I'm
the
fucking
uncensored
getting to
version?
that. I'm fucking getting to that,
Oh.
DW.
Oh.
In the international streams, like the Japanese stream, those were uncensored because no one can understand what the fuck they're saying anyway.
Oh,
That's because like the night it happened, it was all censored, right? And then people on Twitter started posting, like people who were watching in Japan started posting the uncensored version because they got to see that.
oh,
But on American cable, like the second he slapped him, they cut the audio, so you don't know anything that's happening.
Holy shit! I did not know that.
Yes. Yeah.
So like it was just like a whole dead air of like
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
Smith
You just
shouting.
see it, and you see him shouting, but you can't hear anything. It's like you don't even hear when Chris Rock says like, "Oh, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me." You don't even hear that.
That's, I mean, like fucking A+ to like American censors. I mean, like they pulled out
The American
before, like,
censors
things
on
could
these
get-
TV shows have a real twitchy trigger finger. Like if they see anything happen, they press that shit. Because I remember like Kendrick at the Grammys doing his freestyle, they like put it at like a 4-second audio delay, so they were ready.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that exactly. Okay, that's actually really fucking kooky. Fucking that I think about it.
No, I think if they catch a swear on TV, it costs like $15,000 million.
It's a big fine. I
Yeah.
don't think Will Smith and fucking Chris Rock were fined for fucking.
I think
cussing.
Will Smith was fine. Well, we'll get into that later.
But long story short, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. These guys are friends, by the way. They were. I don't know.
Who knows?
Long story short, basically, the fish from Shark Tale slapped the zebra from Madagascar.
Yes.
And that was all it was supposed to be.
Over the hippo from Madagascar.
That was all it was supposed to be.
Right.
And like obviously, like if people like took it as fake, and like it was entertaining, like to say the least.
Yeah, there were conspiracies. There were a lot of conspiracies.
However, the internet just became unhinged with like the shittiest takes.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the internet. Do you expect anything else to happen when like something huge happens that everyone sees? Everyone has to be like, even us included. That's what we're fucking doing right now. Everyone has to be like, oh, our opinion. What do I think about this? And some people just had the dumbest, shittiest takes. I remember the night this happened, that my mom texted me and she was like, what's everyone kind of saying? Because she doesn't use Twitter, she's like, what's everyone's kind of consensus on this? And I was like, well, people are mad.
Or dumb.
People, oh yeah, well, this is like right when it happened. And I was looking on Twitter, what I saw like 20 minutes after this fucking happened was everyone was fucking mad at Will for going up and doing that shit. That wasn't very professional of him. And I was telling my girlfriend that. And she was like, I'm looking at my Twitter, and everyone's saying the exact opposite. They're saying that Chris is an asshole and got what he deserved. And I was like, holy shit.
Okay. So, can you understand both sides, or do you think that only one side is correct?
I think one side is far more valid than the other side. I think Will Smith definitely shouldn't have done that shit. Like, that's cut and dry. Did Chris Rock make a joke that could have been taken better? Like, could he have been more sensitive? Sure.
100%.
Did Chris Rock know that she had alopecia? I don't know. I didn't know she had alopecia. I don't think a majority of people knew she had alopecia, but she has been very public with it. However, I don't keep up with Jada Pinkett Smith, and I don't think the rest of the world keeps up with Jada Pinkett Smith.
Do you think that everything would have been fine if it was a funnier joke?
No, I think she still wouldn't have liked it because apparently she personally has been struggling with it, and I think this was one of the, or at least for the past year or so, as she's finally like been showing her whole head bald, which is a good look. I thought it was just a trendy cut. A lot of people have the bald shaved head nowadays. Amber Rose,
Amber Rose has always looked like that.
Amber Rose has looked like that for like 20 fucking years, like a fucking chicken egg. And we've been making fun of that for years and no one's cared. But, I didn't even know she was bald. I thought it was a nice little fucking haircut. But apparently before that she's been covering it, or, she wears like a hat or a wrap or anything, but I don't know. I don't think the joke was even that harsh. People have called it ableist, and it's not ableist. Like, able to grow hair. That's not what ableist means.
I see that part. I was kind of like, when is being bald ever a condition?
Yeah, and when has being bald ever stopped anyone from making a bald joke? You know how many fucking bald jokes
are like
there are?
it is literally like the the straightforwardest comedy.
Yeah, like cue ball or fucking all these fucking little riffs on bald people. And I don't think anyone's bald on purpose for the most part. Most people who are bald because they have to be bald. You know? And no one's like, hey, man, he can't help it that he's bald. He's 40. You know, no one says that. No one defends a bald person.
And no one's, not a whole lot of people are fortunate enough to, like, you know, just kind of be out in the open and, like, you know, is a celebrity who's also, like bald and stuff like that. It's
right. People I like making fun of is like the people who like force themselves to be bald by like wearing hats all the fucking time and shit like that. Like using like constant dyes on their hair and they're like, what the fuck, I'm bald. I'm like, yeah, fucking course you are. Like, it's like I don't understand like what you expected to happen with your hair.
Yeah. Well, when I first heard it, because I didn't see it live on TV, when I heard Will Smith slapped Chris Rock over a joke, I was like, oh, he made fun of their shitty marriage. That's what happened.
That would have been like
because I would have understood that. I was like, oh shit.
Let me explain the black community seeing this slap, right?
Oh boy, yeah, this is a whole nother area.
Yeah, like this is like a whole nother area. Besides like the shitty like white people like Twitter takes and fucking literally Amy Schumer saying she got traumatized by it.
Amy Schumer's so fucking stupid.
The black community, 5 minutes after it happened, was rolling. Like they were like laughing super duper hard because like they're just seeing two black people roasting each other and getting hurt over like the roasting, right?
Yeah,
and like that's common.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, holy shit, they did that on TV. That's super good. Like fucking like no black person was like not laughing at that until the woke black people started seeing it.
No, I remember seeing what's his name, the funny NBA commentator Stephen something.
Stephen A. Smith.
Yes, he was like, this is not good for the black community. This is embarrassing to both of us. Both of you should be ashamed of yourselves for bringing this foolishness. You know, he would say something very funny as he usually does.
But yeah, basically, like, there's like two sides of like the black spectrum to this. There's like the people who thought, oh yeah, it's funny. Like, we don't even care about like the Oscars. We just thought that part was funny.
Yeah.
And then like they just carried on with their lives. And then there's other people that are like, wow, we got our two brothers acting out in front of these white people. And I'm like, ah.
Now, what do you think? There have been some people that are like, you cannot have an opinion on this because this is a black issue. Do you think this is a black issue, or is this just a Will Smith issue or a rich asshole issue?
This is Will Smith trying his best to impress a woman who doesn't love him anymore.
Yeah, I think he hit the nail right on the head. And that's something that happens in every race, baby.
That shit is like live and well. And
yeah.
Like, they have like two cool children. So like hopefully they're taking it well.
Two cool children. Did you see Jaden? He like posted.
Jaden Smith was like, yeah, that's how we do.
That's how we do it, and everyone was fucking.
Everybody was flaming him.
Oh my god! Everybody started posting like that GIF of his ass getting beat in his film in The Karate Kid.
I didn't see that.
On top of fucking like I think there was an adult woman who was in love with Jaden Smith, and then there's shit about that. I don't know. There's so many layers to it, but like I don't care about that layer so much. But basically, we are now at this point to where like more stuff is being revealed about the Oscars. Will Smith hasn't said a damn thing. Well, he has.
No, he
like,
has. He has.
He's done the public apology, but like
so
only in text form.
Here's what happened after that slap. Will Smith, an hour later, won an Oscar and made the craziest fucking Oscar speech anyone's ever seen. It was very long, and they did not
do crazy things.
Yeah, he said God made him slap Chris Rock at some point. He said God has put me here to be a defender. Some real crazy fucking, crazy rich people shit that only
God
Will
has made
Smith
me here
could
an
do.
Avenger.
Yeah, like borderline abuser language is like I'm protecting you. I'm the one that's been put here by God to protect you, and that's who I am. I'm King Richard, bitch, and that's what he fucking said.
Yeah, like I don't think Jada Smith was impressed by that speech at all.
Yeah, and then but they didn't play him off. It was long as shit, and they didn't play him off. Also, they kept cutting the camera because they were worried it was gonna do something again, and they cut it to the Williams family who happened to be there, and I think they cut it again because one of them had like a nip slip for a little bit.
What?
Well, someone in the Williams family that was on the video feed had like you could see her nipple or something, so they cut it to just the Oscars on screen, just the text, the Oscars, and with the audio of Will Smith fucking talking because they didn't know what to fucking cut to anymore. He didn't do anything crazy other than all the weird bullshit he said. But then he apologized to the Academy and to his fellow actors, and he said nothing about Chris Rock. He didn't say a damn thing about Chris Rock, the man he hit, until like I think a day later or 2 days later, he put like a thing on Instagram about like.
Yeah, like it was like a little text.
Yeah, like shit, like every fucking celebrity does after they do something.
So like now, let me tell you what Chris Rock is doing right now.
Yeah.
So Chris Rock, he's still trying to like channel this into.
Well, he just started a tour.
So basically, he's going through like the motions of like, how do I turn this in to like a thing?
A funny set.
Because like people are asking him during his sets, hey, talk about the fucking comedy, talk about like you getting slapped. And he's like, that just happened. Like that's not how comedy works.
Yeah. He's got to shop that around. Take that to a smaller venue.
His whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and eventually people kept asking him about it. And Chris Rock like kind of turned to the hard cam and was like, "Is my whole tour gonna be like this now?" Like what?
Yes.
And unfortunately, it is. And we are now. At this point to where I believe that this recently happened. Jada Pinkett yesterday, finally gave her side, and like nobody cares anymore. Everybody's like, "Oh my god!" So I think the grand take is Jada Pinkett is not a bad person, but obviously that's a very toxic relationship.
No, let me tell you that Jada Pinkett in general is a bad person, but not because of this. She's just been a bad person for a long time.
What, for leading him on like that?
No, for making him think that was a thing that he had to do to impress her in general, and also just dragging this poor motherfucker across national TV and embarrassing the shit out of him. This man, you can say what you want about Will Smith. This man is broken. This man has been put through the fucking meat grinder, and a lot of that is Jada Pinkett Smith's fault.
I already said, and I quote, this was literally fucking Will Smith's attempt at making his wife love him.
Yeah. You hit the nail right on the head. So. I think in general she's a bad person, but I don't think she did anything in this scenario. No.
My only favorite takes that I've seen was, what if blank told the joke instead? And my only favorite ones that I've heard from it was, if Dave Chappelle told the joke and then got slapped,
man.
Dave Chappelle would have went on the clinic. Like, I'm fucking making more jokes about it.
Yeah, he wouldn't have stopped.
And if it was Dave "The Rock" Johnson making the joke.
Dave "The Rock" Johnson.
Dave "The Rock" Johnson. If he was on stage telling that joke, Will Smith probably wouldn't even got up at all.
No, he only went up and slapped him because he's Chris Rock and he's like 5'1".
Exactly that's exactly like the thing. So he's like, oh my god, maybe I could slap Chris Rock. I mean, that was a reach too. So who knows?
The whole thing is funny because Will Smith went up and slapped Chris Rock because Chris Rock said a joke that he did not like at Hollywood's biggest fucking night, I think the aftermath of that is fucking hilarious because no one gives a shit about anything else that happened at that award show. Questlove made a really nice speech when he won. Coda won, which was a big landmark for the deaf community. All this shit happened. No one cares because Will Smith slapped it. Chris Rock's whole fucking tour is ruined now because no one wants to hear his hour-long set he's been working on. They want to hear about the slap. And now everyone gets to make jokes about Jada Pinkett's hair because now they know it fucking bothers her. So he got nothing that he wanted out of that scenario. Now he looks like a dick. Everyone's making fun of his wife, and he upstaged an entire night for all of Hollywood.
So my question to you is, wait, no, this isn't even a question. I still don't like the Oscars because they don't consider animation just general fucking movies.
Yeah,
They still
yeah.
put it in his own fucking category.
They had did you see today actually Chris Lord and Miller, the guys who make like Spider-Verse and all, actually were talking about that today.
Super pissed.
Yeah.
Like fucking like the fact that like, and they got like a bunch of like Disney actors on stage to be like, yeah, man, these movies are for our children and shit like that. I got like really pissed. I was like, yeah, this is why I still don't watch the Oscars. Because like
Yeah,
the
Oscars suck. The Oscars have always sucked. Their viewer count has been going down.
Which one do you think is worse though, the Oscars or the Grammy?
I
Because
think
the Oscars are just like white people like just voting for movies that they like think that they like.
No,
And
I think the
fucking
Grammys are worse because I think the Grammys don't pay attention to a large majority of things that come out that year, and like the Oscars at least will put like a really small pretentious movie in there that may or may not deserve to be there, you know?
Yeah, like fucking like a Korean movie won like 2
Yeah,
years
see,
ago,
that was
didn't it?
nice. That was a nice win. I think Coda was a nice win this year. You know, they'll do that. I think that's cool. The Grammys, however, just like only listen to what Kiss FM is playing, and they're like,
Popularity
"Yep, that's it."
contest.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest. And even like you look at the a lot of their what's it called? Fuck, what's the word? A lot of their categories.
Nominations?
Yeah, a lot of their
Oh, okay.
nominations, a lot of the categories for like rock or jazz or
The
metal.
same three people.
Yeah. I've like fucking Foo Fighters won this year. I mean, great for Foo Fighters, but like there were so many artists that weren't even
So you already
nominated
know why
in
the
rock.
Foo Fighters won, right?
Yeah, I know why the Foo Fighters won.
All right, cool. I thought I had to break that down.
No,
But
and
basically, the drummer
fucking
just died.
fucking
and-
Donda was nominated for Rap Album of the Year. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Fucking
Wait, who was on
Donda.
that category? I need to like fully like.
Yeah, it
understand,
wasn't.
like-
It was missing some. As always, it was missing some fucking albums. You know. Let me go through the Grammy. Let's switch.
Yeah,
gears.
like all right. So like we're talking about the Grammys now, by the way, guys. Yeah, fuck Will Smith.
Yeah. Well, fuck Chris Rock. Too. Fuck everybody. You know.
Yeah, fuck Chris Smith.
Bunch of dumbass.
Chris
motherfuckers.
Smith.
Fuck Chris Smith. Fuck Jada Pinkett Smith. Apparently, it's okay.
All right. So
That's funny.
rap album of the year. The nominations were. I'm about to read it off for you, so it'll be easier. All right. So we got motherfucking Donda,
Gross.
Nas's album,
Okay.
J. Cole's The Off Season, which came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
fucking-
Okay. Probably.
And
Probably
Call Me
not
If
a
You
name
Get
one's
Lost,
fucking
which
That one's
honestly,
good.
Call Me If You Get Lost was like the only one that had like a chance in that fucking pool, because like Donda was ass. Like fucking
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, so no fucking Conway the Machine, no Benny the Butcher, none of the Griselda fuckers, no Blue.
They even like do the decency to put Drake up there.
Yeah,
like,
no,
fucking, like,
no certified hugger boy, you know,
Ooh.
none of that. Ton of stuff, just not even mentioned. Rock was even more. Rock's always really shitty. Rock's always pretty bad. The R&B album that won, however, where was it? I did see this. Where was it? Oh yeah, there was a tie for R&B performance. Did you see this?
So like R&B performance.
Yeah, for vocal and instrumental R&B recording, just like the performance of the vocals. It was a tie between
Oh.
Silk Sonic and Jasmine Sullivan, which was interesting because I don't think I've ever seen a tie, because it's like a voting process. They're very private on how their voting process works, but
There is no voting process.
yeah, I know. Best album for R&B was Jasmine Sullivan, which that was a really good album, and I'm happy about that. I have to admit.
I haven't listened to it yet, but now I'm going to.
See, this R&B album, this one's pretty good. They got Leon Bridges, they got her. This is actually a pretty good R&B. Like, some of them have gotten a lot better. Rap is still pretty shitty. Best rap performance went to Family Ties with Baby Keem and Kendrick.
I guess.
But they were up against Cardi B and J. Cole and Megan Thee
that's not-
Stallion.
That's that's kind of stacked.
You
Holy
think Cardi
shit.
B is stacked?
What song was it?
Up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
no. I mean, if it was like fucking WAP, or some shit like that, yeah, I would like say yeah, she's probably gonna be a runner up.
Best
But,
rap song went to Jail by Kanye West.
Yes, is going to jail tonight.
Yeah, that was the best rap song.
That song was awful.
Yeah, it lost to Best Friend. It lost to My Life by J. Cole. And it lost to Family Ties. And it lost to Bath Salts.
There's a lot going. Where's King Gizzard, man? See, like,
Where's King Gizzard? Where's the Nas album? That was a really good album. That was like Nas's best album since Illmatic. Where the fuck is that?
That was going up for.
It was
Album
nominated. It was nominated.
Yeah, for Rap Album of the Year against Tyler the Creator. But like,
Okay.
I could already tell that Tyler was gonna like take.
Yeah,
this.
I'm fine with Tyler winning that because it's a good.
Tyler was
album.
even fucking there. Like that's how much like less of a shit he gave about the fucking Grammys.
That's so fucking fun. Do you remember when what's his name? Frank Ocean just didn't put out his album for Grammy, and
Yes.
everyone was like, "How come it wasn't nominated?" It's like, "Oh, he didn't fucking let us." That was a big fucking.
That's
move.
great. That's like super good.
That was so cool. That was awesome.
But as far as like all the people who probably should have got one, Lil Nas X didn't get a damn thing.
That's
for, like,
sad because I really liked.
like,
I liked.
He had the biggest like. I ain't gonna say comeback. Like he has like. He's super good at keeping himself relevant, and the fact that he got no awards for that shit.
You know who
is
else
super
didn't
bad.
get anything? Billie Eilish.
That's
Oh yeah.
It is surprising because
she's kind of out of her freshman like year, and I think it's all down from here for like Eilish, unfortunately.
Well, you know who won a lot of stuff? Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh well, like that was the Grammys were slated towards her. Okay, like
Yeah,
could you not see?
Have we ever talked about Olivia Rodrigo on this?
So I think it's about time that we do get into it.
Olivia Rodrigo is not meant for our demographic. That's the best
she's
way
very
to put
much.
it.
She very much makes how do I say
She
TikTok
makes
music.
She makes music for kids who are just allowed. She makes music for kids who were only allowed to watch Disney Channel, and now they can watch Nickelodeon.
Oh my god, I like that. I like that a whole lot.
That's
like,
who
super good.
Olivia Rodrigo makes music for.
There's nothing wrong with her music at all.
No,
like, you can
no,
like,
it's
you
not
can tell,
my
like,
cup
she
of
didn't
tea.
write it. You can tell that like she didn't like produce any of it. It was more so like she's the face of like whatever like song that is like being created.
Yeah,
And, like,
you know what?
she
You
kinda just got
can
blasted
say
there.
that. You can say that, D-Dub. But looking at
Oh,
this,
shit.
looking at this album of the year listing, Olivia Rodrigo's album has the least amount of credits out of everyone else on here. Everyone else on here,
Way.
everyone else on here has like a large fucking amount of credits on here. The longest being Justin Bieber's, which has. You know what? I'm gonna do it by lines because there's just names and names and names and names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30 lines of credits for Justin Bieber's album. About 20 for Doja Cat's. Okay, Billie Eilish only has 2, and it's mostly just her and her brother and like a couple mastering people. Her has
Like,
about
that's
30.
That's what made Billie Eilish like super cool when she won all of her Grammys. Like what was it?
Yeah.
2 years ago, a year ago? Because
Yeah.
like she was like doing that shit. So like now
Now
I
she
have
did
a
win an
newfound respect.
Oscar.
I have a newfound respect for fucking Olivia Rodrigo because she writes her shit. Then,
Olivia
if that's the case.
Rodrigo. Well, don't say that just yet because she's not even first credit. Alexander 23, Daniel Negro. Wow, that's his name. Okay.
You had to double check that.
Yeah, I was
shit.
like,
You're
holy.
oh.
I was like, damn, I've gotten canceled off YouTube. Yes, Daniel. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it again. And Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah. Okay, so there are only 3 writers. Interesting. Interesting.
So that being said,
but she's
she
not.
made a
She's the
whole bunch
last.
of music.
She's the last one.
She made a whole bunch of music that like you will hear on repeat if you're like a radio listener.
Yeah.
Or you will hear on repeat if you're like sitting next to your girlfriend. She's like scrolling through TikTok.
Yeah, if you're sitting next to
Like-
your girlfriend and she's also 17.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Oh no. But I think she was a Disney star.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, she was a Disney star.
Okay, so like I thought this
It
was like
explains
just
a
like
lot.
somebody random like coming on a come up at first, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, she was on Bizarre Bark," and I was like, "Oh."
Just like Jake Paul.
I was like, oh, you taught that show where like that show that made everybody famous?
Yeah.
Like,
That show no one watched but made everybody famous. Yeah, that one.
that's pretty good.
That is
That's
hilarious.
really but I would like to say that like good for her, but like it was very obvious that like the Grammys were like slated towards her because like she was like, man, her fucking album release was like huge. Like she had like nothing but singles before like that shit. Like
Yeah, I mean that's a typical pop kind of thing. Not even to shit on it. That's just how it works for pop music. Is all singles.
And unfortunately, she had the Taylor Swift effect of like making a whole bunch of breakup music, and
yeah,
that shit bites. Like,
and it's like
shit,
edgy. It's like edgy breakup music too.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's like not edgy, but it's just like extremely dramatic. Like
Good for You. Like that song sounds edgy to you.
no, not that song, but some of her songs are just like, oh my god, I'm so fucking sad. My life is over. I'm 16 and my boyfriend broke up with me. I'm just gonna end it all. Stuff like that. Like she doesn't actually say end it all, but it really gives that vibe.
I don't think she made any suicide
No, she didn't. She didn't. But it gives that vibe of just like I'm 16 and I have everything figured out and I'm never gonna recover from this. And this is the saddest thing that's ever gonna happen in my life is that Trevor from chemistry class said that my hair wasn't jiggy with it. One of those fucking things.
You made me hate this city. And you talk shit about me on the internet.
She also won New Artist, Best New Artist, which in some cases is seen as a kiss of death.
Whoa, what makes you say that?
There have been a pretty good amount of track records for people winning this and then just never making anything again or just falling completely out of relevancy. I'm looking up a list.
Give me the names.
First of all, nominated this year were a bunch of people who are not new artists, like Japanese Breakfast, who's been making music since like 2016.
Oh, that's great.
Who's won? Okay, the 2020s are not a good example because last year was Megan Thee Stallion, and then the year before was Billie Eilish.
Oh, okay, so like they're doing better.
Yeah. Okay, we have Dua Lipa, which you can say what you want about Dua Lipa.
She's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Elisa Cara, which I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Elisa Cara, fucking
Yeah.
So like she was the person who made that Moana track, fucking that everybody like loved, and then she didn't make anything after that.
Chance the Rapper.
Yikes!
Yep.
Oh my god!
You know who dodged that bullet? Anderson .Paak, who was also nominated in 2017. Ended up winning a bunch. Megan Trainor the year before.
Oh damn.
Sam Smith the year before.
Sam Smith, I feel like he can make a dynamic comeback somewhere. I just don't see it.
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis the year before.
Okay, there it is.
This one's kind of sad. Fun the year before.
What?
Fun, the band Fun.
No, I mean, I'm saying what? Is it like, fuck, I forgot that Fun existed.
Exactly. You know who was nominated that year? Fucking Frank Ocean, Alabama Shakes. Big names that are still going around. They were not considered the best new artist. Zach Brown Band.
We are young.
Zach Brown Band's fucking gone. MGMT missed the bullet that year.
That's...
Someone named Esperanza Spadding. Drake and Justin Bieber and Florence and the Machine missed the bullet that year. Yeah, it's usually seen as a kiss of death in the 2010s at least.
We're gonna set this world on fire.
Now, who all was nominated in 2022 for?
Dang, this is kind of similar to motherfucking. This is kind of similar to. What the fuck is that magazine that fucking like just like lists rappers? Fuck,
the double XL.
Double XL.
Freshman,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A freshman list. Fucking post 2000. Fuck. 18.
Mm-hmm.
Like has been nothing but like, wow. Like fuck. I guess that's just it.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that this category usually has a minimum of 5. You know, that's the category. This year it had 10. which is the most I've seen out of all of these. So there are a lot of nominees for Best New Artist. I don't know what that says, but it says something. Also, most of these, as I mentioned, are not new, like Glass Animals, Japanese Breakfast.
Everybody knows about Glass Animals. I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
Not the Grammys. Baby Keem. Yeah, Baby Keem's not new. He's been making music since 2019.
Fucking longer than that with mixtapes.
Yeah. Phineas by himself without Billie Eilish was nominated.
Interesting. Is he
Yeah.
doing anything?
No.
Oh.
So I don't fucking know what that's about. Yeah, it's a weird category. It's usually seen as a kiss of death, but these last 2 years of Billie Eilish and Megan Thee Stallion have turned that around, I will say.
Now, my question to you is, do you believe that the Grammys was trying to halt fucking like the Oscar shit from happening to them? With the fucking
I
slap
think
thing?
Trevor Noah walked out, and the first thing he fucking said was like a joke about the Grammys or the Oscars. That was the first thing.
Oh, okay.
So that
So, like,
started
I
the
was-
show. That started the
like,
show.
So let me tell you right now, that's gonna happen for this entire year. Everybody's gonna like at least make parodies of it or quotes about it, cause like that shit is like that's just like part of the culture now. Like fucking like that shit's like
Yeah,
a
it's like a pop culture kind of thing. It's
yeah,
popular
it's
culture.
it's a pop culture reference now. Like fucking like that shit's not embedded.
You know what? And you know what sucks is everyone is fucking sick of it.
There won't even be any good jokes about it.
No,
at all.
but
Fucking,
it's
like,
boomers. It's boomer humor, and someone put it
watch
best.
MTV fucking do a parody about it at the
Oh,
MTV fucking
SNL.
awards.
SNL had a fucking
Field day?
field day. They had a field day. Someone put it best about boomer humor is boomers find something funny and it's never not funny for the rest of time.
That's fucking fuck.
It's true.
But so like my question to you is damn. Well, like we're gonna be boomers pretty soon. But like as far as like Zoomer humor goes, do you understand it still to this day? I still do.
I
there's just, like-
still do, and I think part of understanding Zoomer humor is just not understanding it, if that makes sense.
That's the whole appeal of it. Like you're supposed to like just like look at it, and it's supposed to just like go away.
Yeah,
Like, you're never
you know,
supposed to
like
say
when
that
you
shit
show
ever again.
you show your mom a meme, and she's like, "Oh, do you know this guy?" Or you know, it's like that. Like you can't try to understand it. You just have to like take what's given to you, and okay, that's funny. You know.
Sly, would you like to break down Boomer versus Zoomer humor?
How do we get on this?
Penis versus well thought out joke. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's like funny scream versus like a joke about the stock market or something. You know.
Fucking hell.
Funny Scream's gonna win. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Funny
funny
scre-
scream always wins.
Funny
Funny,
Scream always-
fucking funny cut off scream always wins.
Funny cut off
Eh, eh,
scream is even better, yeah.
Fucking
Or
cut off
when the
screams are like
punchline the
this.
punchline is someone just like dying or being decapitated. See, that's funny. Or like the
that's
fart
pretty-
or the fart noise but reverbed.
There's so much happening, dude.
I think
Oh,
the best
shit.
part is like when you just throw everything at once and it's just noise.
You mean most of the memes we send each other?
Yes, I think that's hilarious.
We bad people.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I think there's a
Right.
little bit of an inside joke on that with like editing, like people just like throwing as much editing effects in there, and like people who know about the editing are like, holy
No,
shit.
okay.
He's
I'm
just
very
like,
glad. Yes, that is absolutely right. People who understand the editing process of a joke is 10 times better than like people just watching that shit.
yeah, I saw one of the Will Smith slap, and it was overly edited, and it must have taken forever for them to do for such a dumb joke.
What was the edit?
I'll send it to you. It's pretty great. I hope
Because like I saw an edit of like Will Smith just walking straight past like Chris Rock, and I was like, this is pretty good. This
Oh,
is,
that
like,
one's
this is super
funny.
good.
No, I saw one where he like slapped him and he turned into like a rag doll. I can only imagine how long that took.
Oh my god, I see that one as well. Somebody like worked super hard on that.
That was
but
so
no,
good.
the one I'm talking about, it's basically just a YouTube poop. It's just like the dumbest like jump
Uh-oh.
cuts and like repeated shit and audio shenanigans.
Oh yeah,
man.
my favorite is that one with Will Smith where it's simply edited where he's like, keep fucking my wife.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Oh,
I
that's
do
pretty
like that
good.
one. I like
There's
the
always
one
a
where he's
simple
like,
one.
keep your penis off my wife's boobs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That didn't fucking happen. Shut up.
No, that did happen. I
He
might
said
have
no,
one.
that didn't happen. You're fucking contesting for it. You're
I
like,
might
nah,
have it.
I
I might
was-
have that one. Oh, I
Oh
definitely.
my
I
God.
found the one I'm talking
Boobs.
about. Get boobs. Oh, I found keep.
Yo,
fucking
I didn't
my
know
wife.
after all this time, D-Dub, you were playing WWE 2022.
I have no idea. What you're
Oh, I
talking
found it. I found it. Here, you can hear it. Everyone can hear it.
about. All right, but fucking play it on screen.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
That's pretty good, right?
I think we're monsters. Yeah.
Boobs. What is that from?
I don't know.
No, I never try to see. You're starting to turn into a boomer. You're trying to. Figure
No,
out
because
where,
I
like,
hear that
sources
one a
are.
lot. I hear that one. That one's a meme.
God,
These
you're
are
trying to
these
figure out
memes I keep
sources.
hearing about.
The only sources you're. Oh my god! You know what? Let's go ahead and segue into this.
Okay.
We have another. I've been traumatized by this post on Twitter. Fucking gag happening right now.
Oh yeah. What? Can you elaborate?
Yeah. Have you guys went to the bowling alleys before?
Oh, are we talking about? Is this? I didn't even know this was like everyone knew about this. I saw it like a few days ago. And I thought it was just like a
Same
dumb
here.
thing.
I saw it when it was just posted, and I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever."
No, it's so
And now-
funny to see what everyone finds because like I just saw that and I was like, wow, that was gross, and then and then you go on with your day, but
Like,
apparently everyone
we
saw it.
both literally wrote it off. We both literally wrote it off, but
It's-
like everybody like reacting to it like is now becoming like a big meme.
It's so
Like apparently like it's just traumatized like what children and like teenagers who never seen porn.
it's
Fucking
so
basically-
funny.
And Sly, do you know what we're talking about before I break it down for you?
What was it again?
It's the bowling alley strike thing where the
Oh
bowling
my
ball.
god, I was shocked at what our friend Matt sent us in the group chat.
yeah.
I've already seen what my roommate posted in the group chat, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, Sly. It's not that.
No, I mean it's not that bad, but it's like
Well, you say that as a desensitized person, Vito.
it took me by surprise for sure.
So I already knew the artist that like posted it, and that's why I was like, all right, yeah, like it's whatever. And like fucking Zach did the same thing, but probably because we watch porn a lot. Who knows? But like, basically, the bowling pin gets fucked by a bowling ball.
Yeah.
And like that's just the premise of the joke. It's supposed to be like one of those old fucking 90s bowling alley animations that look like
Yeah,
shit.
I feel like people have made jokes about the old weird bowling alley animations for a while. You know
It's
what I mean?
happened several times.
Yeah, like that's a comment.
Um,
Like people make fun of it. That's just like weird 3D animated bullshit.
And what's happening currently, Sly and Zach, is that basically the whole I've been traumatized by this post. Like fucking.
Are people actually
I'll never-
traumatized by it?
That's what they're saying. I can't look at bowling alleys ever again. Fucking like shit like that. And I'm like, oh,
People are
like
stupid.
I don't like. I'm gonna sound super like boomer when I say this, but like, what the fuck? Like,
Shut the fuck
like,
up.
like you can't like. A bowling alley, a bowling ball, fucking a bowling pin was like.
Yeah,
the
that's
thing that made
that's
you go over the
ruining your
edge.
day. That's the thing that brought you over the edge. Nothing else going
Yeah,
on right now in the world. It was a weird 3D bowling ball fucking a bowling pin. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, fellas. You see that bowling pin, you know. You see that bowling pin, you know. You know what you
I
thinking.
do see that bowling pin.
You know
I
what
know.
what you thinking, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I do see that the episodes, the episode number is wrong on screen.
Oh, the one on screen is wrong. Yes.
That wouldn't be the first time. You're really bad with this. Don't
No,
worry, man.
no.
We're about to end the show soon. man.
Yo, I will say it would be fucking hilarious if someone like got access to like the TVs that they put on
And
the
put
bowling
it
alley
on?
yeah.
See, you can't do
So-
that because there are fucking kids at the bowling alley.
But
Do it on
yeah,
college night. Do it on college night.
Yeah,
then
college night.
you'll traumatize the kids.
No, those kids probably seen dick and balls.
No, you'll traumatize the college kids that have never seen fucking porn yet.
Get a
Nah,
Christian
dude, those
youth
fuckers just seen
retreat.
Those fuckers just seen goatsy, dude. I'm sure they'll be fine.
So are you implying that once people get to high school, they have seen every like morbid thing on the internet?
Yeah. You ever hang out with your friends in 6th grade and they're like, you know what 2 girls 1 cup is? And then you're ruined for the rest
Oh
of your
my
life.
God.
Like, of course.
That's how that's the type of shit that made me find out Zone like in general.
Oh,
was,
really?
Oh
Hey,
yeah, no, like
hey,
I
what?
found out
Yeah.
way before. I found out way before. But, like,
Yeah, like I remember being in like middle school and my friends were like, "Hey, watch what is it? Jinx get fucked by Cyborg."
Oh, yeah, that's the classic.
I was a terrible friend in high school.
No, that's not.
I was the fucker who was like going to 4chan in class and showing people like death videos.
That's
and
hilarious.
like I was like, yeah, man, this doesn't faze me. I see this shit daily.
I used to be like that too, to be honest.
We would look at
I-
like Newground stuff in class, which was very fun.
Oh my god, how are you able to do that?
I don't remember. I think that was like for some reason pretty loose on our computer at our school.
I have played Meet in fucking class before. And,
No
like, nobody
way.
knew what it was.
No, you
yeah, no, like
fucking
I haven't
didn't.
like. So I haven't gotten to the fuck scene, but like basically when
You-
people like,
all the
heard
boring
music,
shit, then?
everybody like turned around. Everybody like turned around once they like heard the music, and I'm sure you know the Meet the fuck music.
Yeah, everyone
I
fucking
don't
knows.
want to think about it anymore. Just the soft like guitar just playing in the background.
It was basically the bam 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 bam. You know fucking
Yeah.
that's what it was, and everybody was like, oh yeah, man, I know that. A bunch of people in my middle school was like afraid of like talking about like the fact that they probably masturbated or not. I was like very vocal about that shit. I was like,
He's
yeah,
like, I touched my
got
dick.
that- I was like, yeah, I touched my dick. Fuck, I got porn on my PSP right now. You want to see?
Oh,
Like,
you're
I
one of
was-
those kids. You're one of those kids.
I was one of those kids. Yes.
I've known some down bad coomers throughohout my
Oh,
school
yeah.
days.
Oh yeah, I knew this one kid at fucking CCD. He was like, "Guys, how do you delete the web search history on a Wii?" It's like, "What?" He's like, yeah, "Do they send the web search history to the internet company? Are my parents gonna see it on the bill?" And we were all like fucking middle schoolers. So I was like, "I don't know, actually. Maybe they do. Maybe they do see it on the bill." And he was like, "Holy shit, dude."
And he was just freaking out, man. He's like, "Oh no!"
Oh no! And I saw my friend's computer, and I was on a website, and I was using it, and I accidentally exited it out. I was like, "Oh shit!" So I went to the history to find it again, just like a list of like X videos, all this shit, and I was like,
Oh,
"Damn,
that's nice.
my man's been busy."
Dude, I remember I knew a friend in like freshman year who had like a PSP with like so much shit on it. Like not even like it was video games, but how the fuck did this guy save like so much porn on his PSP?
It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. Back then, when you went to Pornhub, instead of like watching the video through browser, it just made you download the video.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Dude, that's
there was
insane.
there was no Flash player.
So
on
you
the
had to
PSP back then.
download it?
So you had to download the video that you wanted to watch.
That's so funny.
Yeah, now you know. Matter of fact, I have a valid question for you guys.
Okay.
Do you guys still delete your histories? Be honest.
No. I just
I
use
don't- I'm a grown-ass
incognito. I
man.
use incognito, so you don't even have to.
Oh, I don't even gotta do that. I'm a grown ass man. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Looks at my. I don't got nothing to hide, and that's why I've accepted at this point.
I mean, I haven't really been like searching, so I yeah.
Oh, look at this! Look at this Puritan over here. Look at this guy. He said, "Yeah, I got a girlfriend."
He has
So
a girlfriend.
what? Fucking me and Zach got a girlfriend.
Yeah,
what's the touching
but-
our willies?
My girlfriend doesn't live here.
What does that have to do with touching your will?
You're so fucking stupid, dude. Do you know that?
Answer the question. What does that have to do with touching your willy?
It has everything to do with it.
Dude, man, you can go fucking like abstinent until you see her. I know people like that. Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
people like that.
there
You're
you go.
people like that.
No, fuck, I masturbate beside my girl. Fucking, what are you talking about?
She's like reading a book and you're just fucking cranking the
Yeah.
hog.
Yeah,
and like it just midway, she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick." She kisses her forehead, or you're
Have
just
you-
like sweating.
Have you seen the Tim and Eric
Profusely.
movie?
There's a Tim and Eric movie?
Oh, you haven't seen the Tim and Eric movie?
No.
Bro, you have to watch it. You're gonna love it.
I love you.
Keep your fucking dick out my wife.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Woo!
You should have just